Hi everybody, it's August 19th, 2025. Being in isolation can change your opinions and perspective on our relationships with other people. This can, you could start telling yourself that conversations and community aren't a big deal anymore if you've been isolated a long enough time. You could tell yourself that what's it worth if you can't trust anybody? And these opinions that you form after being isolated for a long time can start to seem like they have a lot of more credence than they do. Now, I'm not saying that interpersonal relationships aren't important, and I'm saying that they're not. I'm also saying that they're not everything, because there's always a relationship with God no matter where you find yourself in the universe, and that's the most important relationship, period. But there is a certain magic when humans, or when people, can connect and communicate in effective ways, in meaningful ways. So isolation may pull you out of that respect and that honoring of human relationships. And so as you start to meet new people, and as you begin your life as a conscious adult, aware of your actions, aware of your statements, you meet different people. And what may happen sometimes is you may transfer the face of another person that you think is similar to this new person and put it over this new person's face. Or you may transfer a face from a form of entertainment, a movie, TV show, radio show, a book, and you say that you may sense that this person at first seems like this other person, so you transfer that face onto that person and you communicate with them colored by that filter of their face that you think that they have. And now, this may be fun and a creative concept to get into, but what I've found that is if you transfer the face of another onto somebody else and you have a relationship that lasts with them for more than just a fleeting amount of time, you may find yourself surprised, or in a good way or in a bad way. And they may let you down, or they may even exceed your expectations of how great of a person they are. But as I get older, I learned that it's more beneficial to let the person be who he is, who he or she is initially, and then try to create the real face of that person and let them merge into one. Because our minds are so active and so ready and impatient to progress and see what's next, we rush our relationships with people, and we find ourselves putting too much or too little upon this person, and they can't fulfill their role that you want them to, because they have their own image of you and your importance in their life that they have to reconcile with themselves first. So, and everybody's not responsible for holding up their responsibility to you. You may have more invested in them than they have in you, and that's just natural. You know, relationships equalize, or they hit equilibrium once you sustain a long enough relationship. But initial relationships require care and monitoring and patience, like I said before. So creating the true face of a person takes attention, it takes tolerance, and it takes honesty. And what is magical is when you do this and you find that you had low expectations because they weren't like what you experienced before, they may be something that is rich, and like you would, like akin to a deep cut song. Like, this person is so unexpected to be so conscious of realities that you have in yourself that you never share with anybody else, and they understand that deep thought forms and those deep thought objects inside of you without ever having met you prior to a year or months or so. So when dealing with people, it is an honor to let the real come through. And this also touches upon a subject that I've learned, is that communication is deep to somebody, is deep and vulnerable to somebody who has been betrayed before, and they may place more importance on being handled with not the utmost care, but the concept of conversation in relations is more fluid, it's more forgiving, it's more lighthearted than we would think if we approach it from a healthy angle. Now, if you have been betrayed a lot before and people have turned on you constantly, you're going to take conversations as serious endeavors, as serious chunks of your time. But it's good to remember that it's all lighthearted here. Just because people don't have the utmost care for your every minute detail, it doesn't mean that they're going to let you down from way up high just by having a small conversation with you. So we have to temper our sensitivity to the point where we could let conversation and relations between our friends and acquaintances be more carefree, be a safe area to exchange ideas and move on if we need to. So finding the real face of a person is sometimes the greatest thing, and sometimes it teaches you the most wisdom if it doesn't turn out the way that you wished it would. But in reality, all relationships and conversations and sharing take a place in our life that is the jewel of this world, of this experience. So I hope this helps. Thanks.